Imagine waking up to sirens blaring, news anchors panicking, and world leaders issuing emergency broadcasts. The nightmare scenario has begun. World War III is here. Now the only question is, where can you hide to stay alive? Because let's be honest, your cozy suburban home? That's not gonna cut it. Major cities? Instantly turned into ground zero. And that secret bunker you saw on TV? Already claimed by billionaires who got the memo way before you did. But don't panic yet. There are places, hidden, remote, and strategically perfect, where survival is not just possible, but probable. And guess what? Most people will never even think of them. 1. Deep underground bunkers. If you can find one, let's start with the obvious choice, underground bunkers. The deeper, the better. Governments have been building massive doomsday shelters for decades, stocked with supplies that could keep people alive for years. Places like Mount Weather in the US or the infamous Cheyenne Mountain Complex. But unless you have top security clearance or your last name rhymes with Elon Musk, you're not getting in. Private bunkers? Already bought out by the ultra-rich. So what's your best bet? Abandoned missile silos. Some decommissioned silos in the US, Russia, and Eastern Europe have been turned into luxury bunkers, but others remain untouched. If you're willing to do some research, and maybe a little trespassing, you might just find yourself a ready-made underground fortress. 2. Remote islands. The ultimate escape if hiding underground feels too claustrophobic, go for the islands. The key is finding islands that are both remote and self-sustainable. Places like Tristan da Cunha, the most isolated inhabited island on Earth, are far away from major military targets and completely off the radar. Or consider Pitcairn Island, home to the descendants of the HMS Bounty mutineers. Supplies would be an issue, but if you get there fast enough, you might secure a spot before the world descends into chaos. The key is avoiding tourist-heavy islands, because when the world collapses, those places will turn into lawless wastelands faster than you can say, Lord of the Flies. 3. The Arctic or Antarctic. Brutal but safe sounds crazy, right? Who in their right mind would flee to a place where freezing to death is just as likely as surviving the war? But here's the thing. Nobody's bombing Antarctica. No strategic value, no major conflicts. And research stations in both the Arctic and Antarctic already exist with supplies and infrastructure. If you're resourceful and can withstand sub-zero temperatures, this could be the safest place on Earth. You'd need to get there before global panic sets in, though, because once governments tighten travel restrictions, you're not getting anywhere near a plane or a boat. 4. National parks and deep forests. Nature's hidden fortresses. When civilization crumbles, nature is your best ally. The deep forests of Canada, Alaska, and Siberia offer natural camouflage, fresh water, and game for food. The trick? Go where people aren't. Popular hiking spots will be overrun by desperate survivors. You need the places that are so deep in the wilderness, even Google Maps gives up. Best locations? The Canadian Rockies, the remote Alaskan tundra, or the dense forests of Scandinavia. Just make sure you learn basic survival skills before deciding to become Bear Grylls overnight. 5. Deep caves. Mother Nature's bunkers. Caves have been nature's bunkers since prehistoric times. They offer shelter from nuclear fallout, extreme weather, and even potential invaders. Some of the deepest caves in the world, like Krubera Cave in Georgia or Sun Dong in Vietnam, are practically underground cities waiting to be used. The downside? Total darkness, lack of immediate resources, and, well, the occasional bat-filled horror movie scenario. But if you're looking for a truly hidden place, caves are one of the best options. 6. Submarines. The ultimate survival vessel. Now this one's for the extreme preppers. If you somehow get access to a submarine, whether a private mini-sub or, I don't know, you borrow one. Congratulations, you now have one of the safest spots on Earth. A nuclear-powered sub can stay underwater for months without surfacing. It avoids bombings, radiation, and ground-level chaos. The only problem? Good luck getting one. 7. Abandoned mines. Hidden but dangerous old mining tunnels provide natural radiation shielding, underground shelter, and in some cases, access to underground water sources. Mines in remote locations, like Australia's outback or South America's Andes, could be perfect long-term hiding spots. But be warned, mines are unstable, dark, and full of hidden dangers. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll be trapped underground faster than you can say, game over. 8. The middle of nowhere. Because sometimes, that's the best option. Sometimes, the best hiding place is where nobody else wants to go. Deserts like the Atacama in Chile or the Australian outback have no strategic importance, meaning they're unlikely to be targeted in a global war. Surviving there? A whole different challenge. Water and food will be scarce, so only those with serious survival skills will make it. But if you can figure it out, you'll be far away from the chaos of collapsing cities and desperate crowds. Final thoughts. The harsh truth. Here's the cold, hard reality. When World War III starts, most people won't be prepared. Major cities? Gone. Government bunkers? Full. Supermarkets? Emptied within hours. The only ones who stand a chance are those who think ahead, move fast, and choose their hiding spot wisely. Because in a world where survival is the only currency left, the safest place isn't just about where you hide, it's about how well you adapt to the new reality.